Does anyone have a question? Okay.
Yes, Stuart.
Yes.
I, I have a question. I seem to have much more intensity and flow in my individual meditation on certain days or something like the full moon or new moon position. Um, is there a relation, or is it because I am more open for the energy and on those days?
Luke, I think it's both of them.
Uh,
Yes. I mean, a full moon, a new moon, a blue moon we have now, very powerful energy. But if you're not open inside, it's just like water goes past a rock. It doesn't go into you. You don't feel that, and you feel it, but it comes as headaches, it comes as tension. But when you're really open, and you've opened up enormously in the last year, you can absorb that energy from a full moon. I mean, I remember years ago in the ashram with Rudy, there was a full moon. We always had some kind of puja, a fire ceremony, celebrate the full moon. And, it's a really powerful energy. I feel it. I feel a lot of astrological thing. When Mercury goes into retrograde, I absolutely know there's something out of sync in the universe, you know? But that's being open. Open makes you sensitive to energies. It makes you sensitive to the universe, to the astronomy, astrology, and what is going on. And I think it's a very good thing. So it's not either or. I think it's both.
mhm.
Otherwise, I'm telling you, if you're not open inside, for God's sake, I mean, the Buddha himself could walk into your bedroom and you're going to miss it.
So it's good to make use of it.
Hmm?
So it is good to make use of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely. Make use of it.
okay.
I mean, there was there was a puja we had once, a big Indian, the ashram there, and Rudy went up there, and before the puja, he told me he wanted me to give him my manuscript of poems to start the fire for the puja. Now, this was not an easy thing for me to do.
No.
So we went up to the puja, and I didn't bring them, and he couldn't start the fire, Rudy. The fire wouldn't get started. And he looked at me and he says, "Where's your manuscript? I need it to start the fire." I gave him the manuscript, burnt up, God knows how many years of poetry. It was to me a very profound level of surrender, having to let go. Because there was always thing I was a writer, you know, and I had to get past any image of myself and what I was in order to get to God. So I gave him my manuscript. He burned my manuscript. I mean, years later, the writing came, but I wasn't so attached to it. It wasn't the motivating factor of my life. It didn't have me. I just did it. Just did it. I was free of it. Otherwise, how could I do this book I'm doing now? My God,
Mhm.
you can't do that if you're attached to it.
I get it.
So, yes, use whatever energies exist in the universe, use them to grow. And you've opened enough in your life to where you can really absorb that energy. Sit down and meditate to the full moon. It's a powerful Shakti. Mm. Does anyone else have a question?
I have a question. Um, how do you deal with, I'm in a situation now, and there's a girl, a person who's projecting a lot of stuff onto me, and there's very intense energy coming my way.
Uh, Laura, please don't move. Sit up and do the meditation floor. Otherwise, it disturbs her. Go ahead. Go ahead, Skanda.
So I'm wondering how to deal with when there's a lot of strong, intense energy coming your way. Like I'm feeling a lot of energy coming from this relationship that I was in, and there's a lot of projections, and I'm not able to talk with the person to like alleviate that, just to communicate sort of the situation. So it's sort of
Look,
just this intensity that I'm.
look, part of this meditation is building a system inside that gets you to be strong enough to deal with any energy that comes in your direction. If you're focused in the hara and the chakra below the navel, you will build a rootedness in yourself, harmony and balance inside yourself, that no matter what somebody throws at you, you're going to be able to deal with it. And mostly you can deal with it by just having a sense of humor about things and understand that no matter what it is that comes into your life, it all passes. It all passes. And if you just, have that lightness of being inside and don't feel like you're being intimidated by somebody else's unhappiness, it'll pass. And you can probably do something for the person as well. So the whole key to that is being grounded, being centered, building that chakra gives you the strength to be able to detach yourself and to not allow yourself to get sucked into somebody else's drama. And frankly, if you don't get sucked in, they'll stop doing it. They'll find somebody else to do it with if you don't allow them to suck you into the drama. Otherwise, you'll have a soap opera for the rest of your life. And people, everybody has some kind of soap opera inside them, and they dump it on other people all the time. So it's, that person, whoever's doing that, is not a negative person. They're a person that is trying to help you. Unconsciously, they are trying to help you, to remind you that you got to get stronger inside. So instead of being upset at them, be grateful that they're throwing all this negativity at you as a reminder that you're not strong enough yet in yourself to deal with it. They're agents of God, these people. They're just a reminder that you got to get stronger. And if you see them that way, it makes life a lot easier. It really does. All their crap just bounces off you. It's, oh, okay. Got a problem? Okay.
Cool. Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you see these people, I'll repeat it. If you see these people not as an enemy, but as somebody that is reminding you that you have to grow, you begin to understand that there is no negative energy in the world. There's just endless reminders that we haven't gotten strong enough to detach ourselves from that kind of stuff in the world. It's an amazing way to look at life,
Yeah, that's very empowering. Mm.
Otherwise, you can complain till you're 99 years old, and it's never going to change.
Yeah. It's tricky out there, man. It's
Is
tricky.
anyone, huh?
It's tricky out there, man.
Well, it's not tricky. It's just that you got to get balanced enough to be able to deal with it. It's not tricky.
No,
It's just bullshit, you know?
no. Mm. I got another question. It's a bit practical. I found a yoga studio here where the students, a woman student of Muktananda, has started or opened here in Oslo. There's not many people talking about Shakti in general and stuff. But Muktananda was pretty wild, and there's some stories about his
Look,
students
I don't want to
also.
get into Muktananda. It's not a good subject for me, Muktananda.
Yeah, but would you think it would be a good idea to go out to a place where which is
I can't
connected?
make out what you're saying, Skender.
Would you think it would be a smart idea to go to a place which is connected to Muktananda, Nityananda, and
Well,
this stuff?
maybe
Or
for
is it
you, but not for me.
all right?
I mean, that's a subject I really don't want to get into. That
All
really
right,
subject that get me very upset.
all right.
So, and I don't want to get into it. It's all in the past and it's gone. And it's a very difficult subject. And I don't want
Okay.
to badmouth anybody. And if you want to go there, go there. I mean,
And yoga, you
Rudy
know.
went 13 years there, you know?
Mm.
Does anyone else have a question you would like to ask? Okay, I just have an announcement to make, and fasten your seatbelt. I'm gonna look. I have a physical problem. It's not a major problem, and I have to have a. It's kind of a minor operation next Friday. I somehow developed a hernia in myself, and I don't even know how this happened, but it happened, and I have to get it taken care of. So I'm scheduled to have an operation next Friday morning. Now, it means I'm not sure what I'm going to be like when this is over with. It's not a major thing. And I might have to skip a few classes, but I'm just telling you all this so that you know. But that's next Friday that I have to do this. I have an appointment with the doctor. So I don't want to keep secrets and suddenly vanish. And it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. And, there's no operation that isn't a big deal, but they can do blindfolded, this kind of thing. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no questions, no more questions, thank you. God bless you all. It's an extraordinary thing to be here doing this meditation with all of you. And I'm just very grateful for you coming and being part of it. And certainly in every way, you are my teacher. You all forced me to break myself down. And I'm just very grateful for this. So God bless you all. I mean, here in America, it's a long weekend, a big holiday this weekend. So enjoy the holiday if you live in the United States. Enjoy it anyway, wherever you live. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Your class
Thank
on
you so
Sunday.
much.
Good luck with surgery.
Good luck for surgery. We will pray for you.
Huh?
We'll pray for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, bless you. Thank you.